It's I.S.U.P.K, New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, under Commander General YAHANNA. Sunday class, new mandatory class day, 7 to 9 p.m. every week without fail. Let's see, I'm Prison Officer Kawaga Bar, and we're going to get straight into it. Anybody got any questions? No sweat. I'm going to jump straight into what I want to jump into. This is 40 minutes late. Anyway, somebody give me Proverbs 30. You know what I'm saying? Somebody give me Proverbs 30. We're going to get into it today, basically, how everybody wants to worship the things that come out of celebrities' mouths, what these celebrities do, and how they just fail you over and over again. You understand? Kanye says he's an Israelite or says something about an Israelite, and it's just the biggest deal in the world. Gunna snitch on Young Thug, and it's just, I never thought this could happen. Not Gunna. This is not Gunna. This is impossible. This is impossible. Rappers have been snitching since the beginning of time, just like your cousin in the hood. You just hold them to a higher standard because you see them on television with jewelry and with whores. So you hold them to such a high standard. How could this man with all his jewelry and these whores possibly snitch? To you, that just doesn't fall in line. But to the Lord, that is exactly what a man like that would do. A man like that has zero loyalty. A man who will have sex with you, a man who will have sex with this woman while you were in the room, who will have a train ran on a woman while you going second or he going second, somebody going first, that man doesn't know loyalty. He doesn't know any type of loyalty. When celebrities say things out their mouths and then they behave differently, you cannot hold them to the standards of a leader of Israel because they're not the leaders of Israel. Celebrities are who you've chosen to put on this pedestal to act like they can lead blacks and Hispanics, but in reality, celebrities can't lead blacks and Hispanics. Celebrities are people who have a talent, or people who the white man the oppressor just decided to put in that position to influence you. That's all a celebrity is. A celebrity is not anyone special other than they can sing, they can rap, maybe they can throw a ball, maybe they can dribble. There's literally nothing else special about it. And we're going to break it down right now in Proverbs 30 and 20. Adunya, do you got it? This is where we're going to start at. Good? Hold on 1 second. What, Proverbs 30 and 20. Adunya, good?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
Such is the way of an adulterous woman.
Mm-hmm.
She eateth and wipeth her mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and saith, I have done no wickedness.
With that in mind, and I've told you my topic already, how does this scripture even relate to what I'm talking about? How does this even relate to celebrities? What does this have to do with celebrities saying that they're Israelites, celebrities snitching on one another? What does this have to do with celebrities? What does anything in that scripture have to do with celebrities? Good.
In particular, Megan Thee Stallion.
Elaborate.
Well, she said that she told Gayle King that she did not have sex with Tory Lanez.
Of course she did.
And like laughed at the thought of having sex with
Yeah, because the brother, I'm gonna let you please. The brother is average height. He I don't know, how old is he? About 35, 40? He a little shorter. He shorter? So what the cat about 5'4"? 5'4"? Okay. The cat is a little bit below average height. Right? I tried to give you some leeway, bro. Yeah. I try to give you some wiggle room. The brother's a little bit below average height. Good. He's a superstar rapping and singing and hip hopping and R&B and all over Canada and the United States and Europe. And she tried to minimize it and make it seem like I would never, ever. How could you possibly think that I would ever get involved with him? Well, obviously, as we all know now, Megan Thee Stallion slept with Tory Lanez. And who else slept with Tory Lanez? Megan Thee Stallion's best friend, who would never, ever, ever, ever sleep with somebody like Tory Lanez, right? She would never do that because that's just, that don't make no sense for them. They both about 6 feet. Yeah, they both about 6 feet. They millionaires. They'll never sleep with Tory Lanez. And of course they did. You understand? Of course they did, because that is the way of an adulterous woman. That is the way of a woman who you have no business with. And that is the way that Gunna behaved as well. Gunna and the rest of those YSL brothers committed crimes together and independently under that branch, and they know they were committing crimes. And as soon as it was time to pay, they wiped their mouth and said, oh, what? No, that's a gang that's a gang that he started. He started that gang. Yeah, I knew about it. You're right, but if only I was a better man, I wouldn't have participated. If only I was a better man. Surely you have a plea deal for me. Surely you have a plea deal. A plea deal shouldn't exist, brother. A plea deal should not exist. You commit crimes, you should be fully aware of what comes with that crime, and you should be willing to take the punishment that comes with that crime. But instead, just like a woman, he wiped his mouth like the rest of them and pretended like they did not do any crimes. Because that plea deal, something else came out. I'm not sure about the accuracy of the number, but there's over 100 witnesses that are ready to testify against Young Thug. Against Young Thug, the rapper. There's over 100 witnesses, including Gunna and including his blood brother who was in the gang with him, a co-founder. A plea deal would have been his best option, but why? You know why they didn't give him a plea deal? They want him in jail. You understand? Right. He's the example for the rest of the rappers who are trying to live what they rap. Here's the problem with claiming Black American culture, claiming that you are African American. Here's the problem. Right. Your culture is gang violence. That's the culture of being African American. Your culture is gang activity. That's your culture. Christmas that just passed, New Year's, that is your culture. If you are an African American, right. You are African American, you absolutely subscribe to doing all of those things. You cannot try to separate yourself when it's convenient and align yourself right. when it, when it's all good. It's all good. Everything. There's nothing bad going on. I'm with all of this. And as soon as the indictment come down, I want no parts of this. I want nothing to do with this. When the Lord going to carry out your death sentence, oh Lord, if only I knew better. If only I knew better. But every New Year's that roll around, you create new resolutions to be a better person. Every Valentine's Day, you give a new whore chocolates in a card. You do this every year, but when your judgment comes around, you're on your deathbed praying to God as if only you were given a chance, you would have been better. Right. If only you were given a chance. This scripture right here shows you that people will just wipe their mouths with the things they do. They'll wipe those crumbs off, but you cannot remove the fact that you've eaten it. You understand? Right. You can't change the fact that you already done it. Megan slept with Tory Lanez. It happened. You understand? You committed those crimes. It happened. You did it. For you to try to wipe it away, like the only thing that matters is that court of law that your oppressor set up, that is a fool. Right. You're a fool to think that I will commit this crime, and so long as my oppressor doesn't convict me, I'm going to be fine. That's not true. That's not true. Because you know why? There are some brothers in the world that still kill a snitch. You know that, right? They'll still find you and they'll still kill you. Absolutely. Excuse me. This is YouTube. They got new laws, I believe. Unalive. They'll unalive you. They'll unalive you. Good night. Don't they get fancier every damn week with YouTube? I'll unalive you. There's people, if you tell on them, they will have somebody that's not in jail unalive you. They'll hurt you. They'll harm you. You understand that? Right. Those things can happen. And that is why you just should not commit crimes. You just shouldn't do things that you are ashamed of. Right. If you're ashamed of it, why the hell are you doing it? Why the hell are you doing something that you are going to be ashamed of if somebody finds out you were doing this? I'm going to sleep with Tory Lanez. But if anybody ever asks me, I'm never going to say anything. And that is who your wife, that's who your children, your wives might be a little too old. That's who your children, your daughters are looking up to. Your daughters are looking at Megan Thee Stallion saying, well, if she could sleep with him and say she didn't do it and nobody cares, the whole world know now, nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn that she lied. You understand that? Right. Because he was found guilty in a court of law. So under the oppressor's law, he was found guilty for, firing that gun off that hit her in the foot? Shoot, I'm trying to use firing that weapon off that hit her in the foot. He's supposedly guilty now. Nobody cares. And now your daughters grow up believing that so long as the oppressor will convict that man, what she did means, this is absolutely nothing. This is nothing. It doesn't matter. She can wipe the crumb off her mouth when that is not the truth when you're dealing with the Lord. The Lord doesn't allow you to wipe that crumb off your mouth. And I hope you understand that. You ever heard of a black light? You do something, you go unalive somebody, and there's blood on your hands, there's blood on your shirt, but you wash it and you think everything is all good until somebody walk up to you with a black light and reveal all that. They reveal everything you did. Oh, wow. No, you did do that. Yeah, you did that. You did do it. Nigga, if I wipe the blood off the bathroom sink, nobody will know I cleaned my gun in here. Until somebody walks in there with a black light and goes, yeah, he cleaned his gun in here. The Lord is like an everlasting black light. You can't hide anything at all. Ayash?
Slack, if I may. DJ Academic had put something out that's been on the internet floating around showing Tory Lanez innocence, because what he said was when the prosecutor came out and said that there was no DNA evidence on the bullets or the gun, tracing back to Tory Lanez.
It was inconclusive.
Right, but it showed that Tory Lanez didn't really handle the gun nor shoot the girl in the foot.
Right,
but yet he was still found guilty. And his father is going out blaming Jay-Z and Rock Nation and other black people.
Because it was there was a bit of a story. Let me give a little bit of background on that. In the beginning stages of all of this happening, when it first happened and they were trying to cancel him, I followed it. And what was being said was Tory Lanez said that Jay-Z and Rock Nation told him, don't say anything. We'll handle this. It won't blow up. Relax. And at the same time, they were telling him to do that. This is all according to Tory Lanez. There's no third party saying, yes, this happened. This is all according to Tory Lanez. Rock Nation told him, don't say anything. We'll handle this. It won't blow up. And at the same time, they were telling him that. They didn't tell her, but Megan Thee Stallion was running her mouth, telling her side of the story, getting him canceled. He's losing money. He has lawyer fees. While they're telling him, I got it, relax. You understand? Meek is on record saying he lost $30 million in lawyer fees for doing that damn Willie where he was locked up and everybody's saying free Meek Mill. It's very expensive cost to go to court. You understand? It's very expensive cost. And the point is, if you want to avoid all that, all those situations, every last one of them, if you want to avoid being Tory Lanez in a situation, you want to avoid being Megan Thee Stallion in that situation, if you want to avoid, I think her friend name was Kelsey, if you want to avoid being her in that situation, you probably shouldn't have sex with women because they're nicknamed the Stallion. You probably shouldn't have sex with a man because he's worth tens of millions of dollars. There's probably something more you should find out before you open your legs. And then she also, that sister, brother, she has a history of just jumping around. I lost all support for her when she took that picture of that white man kissing all up on her, laying in the bed with her. I lost my mind. It's that cat G-Eazy. That cat G-Eazy. When I saw that, I said, good night. She is definitely going to be used in the same manner as Cardi B, in the same manner as Nicki Minaj, who's not even one of us. She's going to be used in the same goddamn manner. Right. The same manner. Because you were laying up, she was in the industry. When that picture came out, she was in the industry maybe a season. A season is about 3 months out. Right. And she was seen laid up, people kissing on her, rumors she slept with this one and that one. Maybe 6 or 7 rumors in a season. I'm pretty sure it was probably more. I know y'all, we like to believe these women are all wholesome, right? They all wholesome. They all wholesome. Somebody's having sex with her. You understand? Yeah, it's just not the same brother. That's it. It's different brothers. That's all. Kashak.
Slacky, if I may, sir. I had a family get together. It was in between the holidays, quote unquote, right?
Let me clarify his statement for y'all. Let me clarify. It was in between the mistletoe and the champagne.
Right. God.
We had a get together. The eggnog.
God. Listen.
What is it? What's that damn thing on the door? The wreath?
The wreath.
In between the wreath and the tree. Right.
So Sloggy.
Where the leaves meet, right? Yeah, I understand, brother. Go ahead.
But they had the little family get together. So, I went and showed my face, right? And in showing my face, it was a lot of females there. And so,
That's why
I'm there.
he ain't invite nobody. Salakia, go ahead.
Of course, I invited every brother.
Salakia, go ahead.
But like I was saying, right?
Please, good.
Only one brother showed up with me.
Mhm.
I'll leave his name anonymous. Salakia.
Come on
But-
with your point.
But
Come on with your point.
we're sitting there, and we're playing spades and
Mhm.
drinking and having general conversation, and I went because my cousin came from out of town. She lives in North Carolina.
Mhm.
So I went to go show. See, I ain't seen her in months, years.
Bring
And-
me home.
And she told me, she said, I don't know how the conversation, but she said my niece told me, because I'm at her daughter's house. Her daughter said, I tried the girl for the first time. I looked at her and I said, you sure you want to have this conversation with me?
Mm.
And she said, Uncle, I tried the girl for the first time and I'm happy. I said, Lord be with you.
Bring me
Her
the
mother-
point. Bring me the point so I know how to.
This is the point. So, and then her mother said, well, I'm
Jeez.
pansexual. I said, no, what the slakia?
What is that?
What the hell is that? And she said, I'll try anything. I said, what you mean? I don't, please don't
Of
help.
course
Help me
you-
understand
Mhm.
what you're saying to me, because I really don't comprehend.
Mhm.
And she said, well, I don't let
I
a
know
dog.
what a pansexual is.
She said, I let a dog lick me. I said, I'm sorry, Salakia. I start Con.
Give me the point first so I can rebuttal and continue.
Because this is but the whole time they're playing Megan Thee Stallion, and they're playing and
This is their playlist.
This their playlist is among these sisters
Right.
that's playing Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and these other sisters that promote sexuality.
Right.
And she's telling me that she's a pansexual. I first of all, I didn't even understand what a pansexual was. And then she said, I'll do anything. I said, you let a horse hit you? She said,
And she let an
she
animal give her
said,
oral
fellatio
pleasure.
con. And I looked
Now,
at her,
No,
and
I got you from there. I got you from there. Hold your peace. Hey, hold it down. So she let a dog orally please her. What is the definition? And what is a female dog? What does a female dog mean?
bitch, sir.
You gotta watch your mouth on YouTube. The B word.
You're allowed
The
to say
B
that
word.
on
We allowed to say it on
yeah,
YouTube?
bitch. You can say
don't
bitch on
it too
YouTube.
often, no. Don't say it too often. You're right. I mean, it's right up her alley. I mean, it's just right up her alley. That's what she was, bred to do. That's what she was bred to do. Did she have a father in her life?
Her father sexually molested her.
Yeah, I mean, of course she's into everything because everything happened to her. Everything happened to her, so of course she's into everything. What's the relation to the Megan Thee Stallion? You saying that she lives this type of lifestyle, and this is her choice of what she chooses for entertainment. Yeah, like I'm saying, your daughters don't need to watch Megan Thee Stallion.
Right.
Give me in the scriptures is not what goeth out. Is not what goeth in a man, but what cometh out. Because as true as that scripture is, I mean, how much of that information should you allow to go inside of you? You understand? How much should you listen to all this stuff you listen to before you become like them? You could be a brother in the school and listen to Benny the Butcher. I do it all the goddamn time. You know what I don't do? You know what I don't do? You know what I don't do? I don't miss camp to listen to Benny the Butcher.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't say, oh, class is at 7, but Benny just dropped that damn album. Oh, I'm gonna have to postpone it. Postpone class so I can ride around and get a vibe from Benny the Butcher. It's not what goeth in a man, it's what cometh out of a man. That's the same for your wife. That's the same for your wife and your daughters. She might like a Cardi B song. She might like Cardi B. It's going to be hard for her not to if she play the radio because your oppressor pushes these sisters religiously. You will never hear anything wholesome on the radio. So when you turn the radio, when you turn the radio on, take that out your mind. Take the fact you think you want to listen to something wholesome. Let me let you understand what I mean by wholesome. The music that the UPK put out is 100% wholesome. You're just a Christian, which is why you think that there's a problem with the music that the UPK puts out.
Right.
The music that the UPK puts out converts more souls than your pastor does.
Right.
Do you understand that? It converts more souls than an imam. It just converts more souls. It's way more wholesome. When you turn the radio on, don't look for anything wholesome on the radio. Don't look for anything. Jeremiah said something powerful. He said it gives you the right demon in the gym. That's what it do for you. That's what it do for you. That damn music, come on, you hit that one that you thought you couldn't hit out. You got that extra 20, that 10 and that 10 on that side, and you, this is my personal record right here. DMX, there you go. And then you pump it out. You understand?
Right.
That's what that, you can use it for that purpose. Don't live your life about what DMX says on the song. I mean, come on. Are you serious? Are you serious? I love the brother for all the music he's put out. I love the music he put out. He's a troubled brother. He had a lot of drug addictions out. You can't live your life by what a drug addict says.
Right.
You can't do that out. You can't. The same way your daughter can't live her life by what Megan Thee Stallion says on them goddamn records. Megan Thee Stallion won't even admit she had sex with a man.
Right.
She won't admit that. You wonder why your daughter running around house being a liar? Exhibit A. Megan Thee Stallion is lying every goddamn day on what's that group? TLC with that song Creep. So how that go? How that one go?
Yeah, just creeping on the
No. What's the one? What's the one that hanging out? No scrubs.
Yeah,
hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
Yeah.
She don't want no scrubs,
Yeah.
and they were broke. Right. All of them were broke. Every last one of them were broke.
Right.
At least my man got some money. You understand? At least my man got some money, and that's my man. So I'm in his passenger seat. You understand? At least my man got some money. All y'all broke. You're broke with a record deal. That's worse. You understand?
Right.
That's worse. You're broke with a record deal from the oppressor. You inked your name on a document and got no money from it. That's worse. That's worse. That's terrible. But they convinced women that if he don't have a car, why is he talking to you?
Right.
When they didn't have a car. Why are you talking to me if you don't have a car? Do you understand that? Kashak. Somebody hold Deuteronomy.
I got the scripture. Matthew 15 and 11.
Give me that first.
Con.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 11. Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man.
It's not what goes in you. It's not the fact that you watched the TV show. Give me some TV show cats watch. I don't even watch TV. It's not even that thing too. But give me a TV show that cats watch. Give me a TV show that cats watch. A movie that cats like. John Wick. Just because you watch John Wick, does that mean you love the oppressor now? Yeah. Because you said, man, he unalived him very good. That was a very good unaliving. Does that mean you love the oppressor now? No, it's not what goes in a man. I can watch John Wick and say that was a nice unaliving and go to camp. You understand? I can go to camp. I can do that with John Wick. Somebody give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Somebody pull Proverbs 30 and 20 for me again. Somebody else hold Deuteronomy 22 and 5.
Slacky, if I may, sir. I was on social media, of course, and I seen
Get your
something.
daughters off of that too. So
Con, sir.
This is all. That's all your choice, right? Everything I'm saying, there's no law around your daughter listening to Megan Thee Stallion like she can't. I'm just trying to help you raise a daughter who's not going to lie to you. But go ahead.
Con. I was on. I was on social media, and the sister was saying the expectations of women in today's society is incomprehensive, because they have the expectations. A female could be on welfare, have Section 8, and she only working part-time, and she collects child support. She don't have no money, but she wants a man that has millions of dollars. She's looking for something that's astronomical out of her atmosphere.
Do you know why?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Her mother never stuck around with her father while her father went through a drought. And I'm not talking about a drug drought. I'm not talking about a drug drought. I'm talking about a drought of I got laid off. We living off the money I got put up in the attic.
Right.
That's it. She never saw her mother stick around and go, baby, this is what we're going to have to do. You're not going to be able to get those shoes. And explain to her, this is just how life is sometimes. You understand? She never had that out. She never had that. Or her mother just pushed her father all the way out the house for not being a millionaire himself. You understand?
Right.
Give me Deuteronomy 22:5.
Count. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. Mm-hmm. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
And this, why am I bringing this up? Because, yeah, please turn that down. That's on 79. It is warm outside today. The thing with Gunner and Thug, you idolize these men despite watching them look like grown women.
Right.
While Thug had them damn nails painted black with that cheetah print skirt on. You can look up the picture with that goddamn cheetah print skirt on and a top blouse. You still nicknames him Thugger. His rap name is Young Thug, and all his fans call him Thugger. You nicknamed him Thugger. And he has black nails, cheetah print skirt on, and a blouse. Young Jock said he wore a dress because he wanted to show the world how comfortable in his masculinity he was.
Good night.
I'm so comfortable in being a man, I'm going to show you what it's like to not be a man. That's ridiculous. I done you?
So, like I said, I just want to add to your point that he had a purse also.
Which one? Both of them, right? Didn't both of them have a purse? Both of them had a purse, and Young Thug's matched. Young Jock's matched. Young Jock had like a teal dress on with a teal purse. Not even a black dress. It's just he just wanted to show you what it's like to be a real man. That's all. He wanted to show you what it's like to be a real man. A real man to throw teal on. A real man to throw that dress on, and these are the people that you idolize. You look to them for guidance. They're supposed to lead you. You understand? These are the people you're looking to, like, when they fail, when Gunna snitches, it's like, damn, Gunna, not you. Right. When women lose faith in Megan Thee Stallion, it's like, I really thought sis was righteous. I wouldn't have never thought sis would have lied on her. Oh, man. What have they ever done to convince you that they would do anything other than what they did? What has Gunna done that showed you he wouldn't snitch? Done you? Oh yeah, that's your favorite artist. What has Gunna done?
Whoa.
What has Gunna done to make you think he wouldn't snitch?
Not a damn thing.
Nothing. Nothing at all. What about Megan Thee Stallion? What about Megan Thee Stallion's music makes you think she would have one husband?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing. Nothing at all. So for what purpose are we shocked at? For what purpose are we like, damn? Why? Kashak?
Sloggy, sir, if I may.
All of the council for having that heat on 80 degrees. Every last one of you class. Good night.
Sloggy,
This
sir.
is not a cold day outside. Good night. Go ahead, Salaki. No, he turned it down. It's gonna take a minute. By the time that kick in, I'm gonna be out. Huh? Yeah, please, you can do that, please. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sloggy, sir, if I may. I haven't been surprised. You know, Martell, the toy company, has now.
Megan Thee Stallion.
No, this has everything to do with Megan Thee Stallion,
Okay,
what she pushes. Martell, the toy company, has now released a doll that's, what do you call it? Transgender.
Of course they
Oh
have.
my goodness.
And they have the transgender doll. Now here's the hook. You have You have actors and actress and artists as far as in music that supports the. They're not against it. They don't promote.
If you're not against it, you support it.
Right, Khan. So there's so much
You
supporting.
want to normalize that language, right?
Khan, sir.
There's a battle going on. As you know, life is about war.
Right, sir.
There's a battle going on for what words you can and cannot use.
Khan, sir.
And because the oppressor owns most platforms,
Right.
we have to abide by those platform rules. Right? But do understand that by any measure, we go as far as we can. You understand
Khan,
that?
sir.
Yeah,
They're supporting.
Don't yield the battle of speech.
Khan, sir.
If you are not against that ABC community, you promote it.
Right. And what's going on is you have actors, actresses, artists, people that's the stars of the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people that are promoting the transgender doll, which is some of the singers, some of the artists. If you look at they're supporting this transgender doll by Martell, and it's sickening because now you have you give your daughter a doll and it has a penis.
Okay. And would you like to know? Would you like to know why this is all intentional? I mean, let me give you an example of how you know it's intentional, right? Other than the fact that you're a priest of the Lord who can recognize BS from a mile away.
Right, sir.
Back in the 90s, my sister would play with her Barbie dolls and her Ken dolls, and neither one of them had privates. They both were smooth. You understand that? Barbie had the little lumps for the breast, and Ken had a flat chest. And down bottom, they were both smooth. So now, because they want to sexualize your kids more blatantly, they're going to give Barbie a penis. And Ken, when a new Ken doll comes out, he'll get a slit. He'll get a slit where it used to be nothing there because it's a damn doll. It's a doll.
Right.
You understand? It's a goddamn doll. You are fighting a war for your children's lives, over their minds, over the things you let them participate in. You have to be aware that your oppressor is not simply stopping at December 25th is Christmas. That's not what he's stopping at. That's just, that's the cherry on top.
Right.
That's the cherry on top. You need to stop the ingredients. You understand?
Right.
You got vanilla that go in the cake. You got the eggs. You got to mix it. You got to stop that out. Right. Stop the indoctrination at a young level. Stop it before it turns full-fledged, because Christmas is the cherry on top. Right. That's all it is. Christmas is the big holiday that the earth celebrates. The earth celebrates Christmas. Unless you are against Christianity, the earth celebrates Christmas. You need to stop the indoctrination of your children on every front. Right. Every front. Right. And that includes Megan Thee Stallion. And for you young brothers, you should not. I know I see brothers online galvanizing against Megan Thee Stallion in favor of Tory Lanez. Right now, so what Ayash said earlier, there is things that's not being pushed out to the forefront that are factual. Right, like he said, the ballistics did not return a match on Tory Lanez. Right, they did return a match on Kelsey. Right, there's things that's not being told out completely, honestly, to just push a narrative of support the black woman. Right, support her even when she's shaking her behind butt naked. Support her when she's having her hot girl summer. Right. Support her because even if she lied about sleeping with Tory Lanez, she's an adult and she can do what she wants. So young black men are getting fed up with that narrative and they're galvanizing against Megan Thee Stallion. You need to galvanize who taught Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is one person. The ideology that Megan Thee Stallion follows, and even that Tory Lanez followed, and that her friend Kelsey followed, and that all of these celebrities follow, is what you have to go against. You understand? The scripture said we fight not against what?
Was it principalities, evil and dark places or something like that?
Yeah, we fight not against one another. We fighting against, yeah. We're fighting against the darkness in high places, against principalities and powers. Give me the definition of principalities. That's what we're fighting against. Like, we're not. God, let him pull it up off of Webster or something. Just give me that definition first. You hold that. Somebody give me principalities. You're not fighting. When you look at Meg Thee Stallion, you have to make an example out of her. When you're sitting up here teaching these brothers, when you're on the corner telling the people who know no better, you have to say Megan Thee Stallion. You have to. You have to say Megan Thee Stallion. He's too out. He's too out. You can stand by the door though. Yeah, he's too out though. He's having a conversation now, so you can just stand right there.
Fair definition. Con. Principality, a state ruled by a prince.
Mm-hmm. A state ruled by a prince. A state. You understand? It's a state. It is a state or a government. You understand? Right. You're not fighting Megan Thee Stallion. You're pointing out that she is the product of something. And what she is the product of is that principality. What she is the product of is the lifestyle that your oppressor promotes, that your daughter will inevitably fall into unless you fight against it. Right. Actively. Actively. It's such a beautiful thing that every goddamn year, Hanukkah is always close to that pagan holiday that they love to celebrate. So every Hanukkah, you get to show the true might of the Lord. You get to show what it's like to celebrate something real, something that's actual. Well, you don't got to give a gift. You understand? You ain't got to give a gift to somebody you hated all year long. You ain't got to do that. Good?
Sluggy, if I may, sir, it seems like all the high holy days, all the holidays is close to the high holy days. We're like right close to them. Like Hanukkah is close to New Year's, in between Christmas and all that. And then we have Passover, which is they call the April.
Well, that's because they copied some of their holidays are directly copied from the holy days.
Right.
And they twisted things around and changed them, gave it its own date.
Right.
Gave it its own backstory and its own meaning. So that's why a lot of them are close. Purim is close to Valentine's Day, but they really have nothing in common. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes there's only so many days in the year, so something falling close to one another is not like, don't think of it like, oh, that's spooky. What I'm saying is when Hanukkah rolls around, you get the chance to tell everybody how much better it is than Christmas.
Right.
When Purim comes around, you get the chance. So while you're bigging up the Lord, you get the chance to tell everybody how you just gave chocolates to a whore. It's just like a two. I'm just saying it's a 2-for-1. That's all I'm saying.
Cut with cause, sir.
All right. Let me back to Deuteronomy 22:5.
Con. From the top.
Gone.
Con. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Mm-hmm. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Yeah, when you read this in the Bible, you would have immediately said, okay, Young Thug is liable to snitch at any time, or Gunna is liable to snitch at any time, or these men, at the very least, you would have said what? I should not follow these men. He's wearing a skirt in an elevator with painted nails. With painted nails out. You understand that? Lil Wayne wearing those tight clothes and kissing his father in the mouth at 30 years old. You would have said, "Ooh, I don't want to be like that." You understand? But instead, you chose to become like these rappers and actors and sportsmen. You understand? Give me Romans 1:32.
You want the rest off of that?
No.
Okay. You said Romans what?
We're done. You get that to turn back up. Salaki. If it can oscillate, you can oscillate it if you want back and forth.
It's the book of Romans.
1:32.
Chapter 1, verse 32.
Mm-hmm. Romans 1:32. Somebody get it.
Con, sir. Who knowing the judgment of God, that which, Sluggy, that day.
Let somebody else grab. You gotta back that up a bit. Somebody pick it up.
It's the book of Rome. Book of Sluggy.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 32. Who, knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
Turn it up. Let it blow up. Read it again from the top.
Con.
Get it a chair or something. I can't feel it at all anymore. Get it a chair or something. Salakia, give me one more time. Romans.
Con, sir. It's the book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 32. Who, knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. If you are not condemning the things that, why am I bringing up this scripture? This is one of my favorite scriptures against the ABC community. These brothers who are snitching on each other, these young brothers, they are all young brothers out. They're all around my age. They're about 30 and under. All of them about 30 and under out. And if you was to examine, just take a look at them out. Take a look at how they stand against nothing. When they get pressured out, they fold. None of them come out in the public and say, look, man, I'm against my son being gay. I'm against my daughter being an L. None of them come out and do that. None of them stand up and say morals that actually help the black community. But they will all get up and say, go get some money. All of them will get up and say, go get some money. And money is actually the thing that the black community does not have a problem with. Right. I know you want to think that, I know we do all need more money. We all need more money out. But that is actually low on the list of what you need to address as a community. What we didn't do as a community, it's not money out. It ain't money. Megan Thee Stallion out, that first man she had sex with should have been vetted by her father. Should have absolutely been vetted by her father. What's that artist, Glorilla? That Glorilla artist. There's some interview online. She's talking to somebody through Skype, doing a Skype interview. And her father walks in the room and she's like, oh, that's my father right there. He said, how you doing that? And they go, oh, how's he? He was like, how's he with your success? He was like, oh, he love it. He love it. He's ecstatic about it. And it was like, she was like, you want him to come on cam? And it was like, yeah, strike one out. Why the hell is her father ecstatic about his daughter? Have y'all seen her famous music video? That FNF music video? Oh, yeah. FNF, Glorilla, FNF. All right, come on. One woman in there is 8 months pregnant, popping her coochie out. Salakia. She's 8 months. She's about 6, 7, 8 months pregnant. There's an artist. I got him. I'll catch him up. I got it. There's an artist called Glorilla. She was doing an online interview through Skype. Her father walks in the room. They go, oh, how is your father with your success? She goes, he loves it. He's ecstatic. He loves it. He goes, oh, would you like him to come into the camera? They go, yeah, have him come into the camera. Why the hell is her father ecstatic? Have you seen that damn video? Not you. I'm talking about her father. For him to be ecstatic, he must know what she's doing. So you've seen that video and you chose happiness was the emotion that you wanted for your daughter. The emotion that you displayed to your daughter in that moment was happiness. My baby, you know why? What was his thought process? My baby gonna be rich. My baby gonna be rich. Kashak, you know, I had a whole argument with your blood brother about this. How much do you care about? Oh, you left the room. I had a wonderful chat with Officer Kashaka's blood brother. And Ayash was in the room. Right. And I was asking him, and I said, what do you care about? Is it your money or your children? They could die, I'll still be here. I said, that's not what I'm asking you about. What do you care about? Is it money or your children? He go, man, I want my children to have money. Okay, stop right there. You don't care about the type of man she married. You don't care how she raised her kids. Right. You don't care about none of that. Is you want to make sure she got a bunch of money. That's what Glorilla's dad was doing.
Facts.
You should not be happy your daughter is famous for shaking her behind.
Right.
Why are you happy about that? Why does that make you as a father say that my daughter has succeeded? What expectations must you have had for your daughter for her to shake her behind on camera, get 1 million views, get a record deal from Yo Gotti, and you go, success? You wanted your daughter to be a whore? You have to parent your children and protect them from the time that they come out of the womb. Because this is a terrible world you live in. This world is not governed by Christ. When that baby come out the womb, every hand that is going, all those doctors' hands, picture them as the hands that are trying to cultivate your baby's mind. You know how many doctors handle your baby when it comes out the womb? The delivery doctor, come out. Ooh, see it. That's your baby. Okay, boom. To the nurse. The nurse checks all the vitals. Okay, to another nurse. Gives it the first shot, little K, the vitamin K shot, goes in the foot. Boom. They got to go to the NICU. Oh, okay, let's take them to the NICU. To another nurse. Picture all those hands, like all the hands your child goes through that's trying to influence it. Your child go to school, the teacher says LGBT is perfectly fine. Your child goes with their friends, her friend has been molested already. I know these stories firsthand.
Right.
Friend has been molested already. The friend leaves a hickey on your child's neck. At 7 years old. At 7 years old. These are the things your children will get into if they are, hold your peace, if they are parented by Megan Thee Stallion. If they're parented by Glorilla. If they're parented by Cardi B.
Right.
You like to believe that these women are goals. Or your daughters will like to believe these women are goals. As much as you pick your women, and you are picky with who you have sex with, you need to teach your daughter that she should be picky as to what influence she allows. You should be the main influence on your daughter's life. You should be the main influence.
Right.
I don't give a damn if your daughter live with your rib. You should be the main influence on your daughter. Absolutely. Because if not, all you're going to do is have a Megan Thee Stallion. That's it. She's going to grow up. She's going to be beautiful. Right? That's just in her blood. She's going to be beautiful, but she's going to be Megan Thee Stallion.
Right.
And she'll have a court case that goes national, and she'll have men who have sex with her and throw her away. And because she's too ashamed to say she would like one man. She's too ashamed because she sees all the other women growing up, they had 17 men. So she can't say, I would like to have one man, because she never had an influence tell her, you should have one man your entire life.
Right.
She never had an influence telling her that. So she'll go to college and she'll get slutted out. Do I got to tell you? How many of y'all been to college parties? I got to tell you. I got to tell you. The good girl at home only had a boyfriend, went to college and got slutted out. Do I got to tell you that? I don't believe so. You know what music is playing at that party? Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and a little bit of Glorilla. That damn video, I encourage all of you to watch that video. There's a woman in that video who's at least 6-7 months pregnant. Twerking. Full belly. Twerking. Full belly out. Twerking. On top of a car. In the middle of the street. On the side of the road. Twerking. And if you don't take charge of your child's life, they will idolize a celebrity when you should be the celebrity in your child's life.
Right.
You understand? You see Commander Johnny Yohanna picture on that wall? Your picture should be on your daughter wall like that. Your picture should be on that. You need to be God in your house.
Right.
In your house, what you says needs to go. And I mean, if she want to put a picture of you up like that, by all means. But she should idolize you. You should look at her father and say, I will not become anything my daddy don't want me to become, because my daddy is a great man. That's what your daughter needs to be able to say. Tory Lane's daughter can't say that. You understand? So as much as brothers are galvanizing behind Tory Lanez, this is wrong. And it very well might be wrong. Tory Lanez is also wrong for trying to sleep with all these women and thinking he had no responsibility towards them. Thinking she got a pretty face, a busty chest, and a big behind. It don't matter if we break up. It don't matter. I can have sex with her and break up whenever I want. I didn't put a ring on it. I could break up with her whenever I want to because I didn't put jewelry on her finger. And his daughter's going to grow up and see that and act like that. And his son is going to grow up and see him and act like him. You understand?
Right.
The whole situation is disgusting. It's disgusting. It's a bunch of adultery. You understand? The entire situation. Because before Meg got with Tory, she was with somebody else. The Kelsey girl was with somebody else. It came out in trial. Meg Thee Stallion and Kelsey slept with Ben Simmons, Tory Lanez, and some other cat. Ben Simmons played for the 76ers for y'all that don't know. Good.
And I gather a bunch of no-name
And some no-name cats.
concert.
Some cats that's just rough. Some cats just rough and rugged, ain't got no money. She from Houston, I think. They from Houston. Rough, she was on a come up, and she looking at him. She getting her first little deals, and they said, I don't care if you got money, I'm me. And she said, I like that rough guy. I like him. And she slept with him. And then she slept with another one like him, and then another one like him. And then she decided it was time to upgrade and went to Ben Simmons and Tory Lanez. You understand? Go ahead.
Slakia, if I may. But she's no different from Steve Harvey's daughter, Kim Kardashian, and the other Kardashians. And
The whole thing is about celebrities. This whole class is on celebrities. So the water, tell me more names so I can break down their whorish ways.
It's so many. Like
you want to talk about Lori Harvey? Would you like to talk about how Michael B. Jordan? The water.
The whole point.
1 second. Would you like to talk about? Lori Harvey? You want to talk about Lori Harvey? Lori Harvey is a big whore.
Right.
She's a big whore. She's big. She was with Future, right? She was with Future, and she was with Future. And as disgusting as the entire situation is, and adultery is wrong, brother. Adultery is wrong. Something about the line he said in his song regarding the woman, just struck my soul. It just struck my soul. Tell Steve Harvey, I don't wanna. Yes. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Because they think they're breaking your heart by jumping around from rod to rod. They think they break your heart. Now that whole, of course, Future is his own sinner. He's his own sinner. But it's something about that line that just makes you feel good. Because of all the women who think they're hurting you by jumping from rod to rod, when in reality, you are just losing value.
Right.
You are a polluted land, like Jeremiah the 3rd chapter says. Right. You are a polluted land. You understand? All she is a polluted land. Don't ever look at no woman who's jumping around on you or a woman who's threatening to leave you and go, huh? I can't believe this is happening. Don't ever do that. Never do that. You know why? She's becoming disgusting. You don't even want that no more. You don't even want her no more.
Right.
She's polluted. She's polluted. Do you go to Chernobyl where they had that big chemical reaction and all the gas spilled? They know exactly what I'm talking about. And all that gas spilled out and it killed all the grass and all the birds fell down to the ground. And they died all because the chemical reaction exploded. Do you go to Chernobyl and say, this is going to be my home? Right. You don't do that. You don't go to Chernobyl and do that. Why are you going to go to this damn slut? Most on Christ. Why are you going to this slut saying, don't leave me? There's no reason for that. Right. There's no reason. That's why that line of dang, that's why it just struck something in me. Tell your father I don't want you. Tell your father. What's that damn poet name? Maya Angelou wishes she could have wrote something that elegant. It was so goddamn beautiful. Tell your father I don't want you. Tell your father.
Right.
Tell your father And her father's on national TV showing all his teeth to the oppressor every goddamn episode, and is not controlling his house. You understand?
Right.
He's not controlling his house, Doc. And he wrote a book said, "Act like a Act like a woman, think like a man." Is it a surprise? Lori Harvey is jumping from rod to rod. And then what I was really going to bring up, one second, when you brought up Lori Harvey, is the fact that after all that, she got with Michael B. Jordan, a brother from Newark. Brother, you hurt my heart with that. The brother from Newark, and he treated her like she never did none of that. You understand? Like she became a new woman, right? Like she became a new woman.
Right.
Proposed to her. She said no because she felt like it was moving too fast. You have spread your legs to me. How much faster can it go? We at Mach 10 speed. How much faster does that train go? Huh? Adunya? I got you, Ayash.
You are a prophet of the Lord, so I just want to give you your credit. You gave a class on that Jezebel spirited woman. You said that after Michael B. Jordan rented out the aquarium and did all this stuff for Valentine's Day. And was it last year? Was it last year?
You reminded me. Go ahead.
I think it was 365 days ago. You said that she was going to leave him.
Oh yeah.
You said that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You know why? Because Future. Let me tell you why. Because let me tell you why she left him. Mark. She loved the fact that Future had 7 women. She loved it. She loved it. That's why when the media outlets were saying, I don't remember exactly who broke up with who or whatever, because we don't believe in breakups. So I don't remember stuff like that. When the news media outlets were saying they broke up, and he said, "Tell your father I don't want you," it hurt her. Despite what women would like to believe, that crushed her. It crushed her because she loved the fact that Future had 6 other women. She loved it. She loved being number 7 on a roster. You understand? She loved knowing that. She loved knowing when he don't respond to the text, it's a possibility he's with another woman. So I should probably behave like your woman. I think I'm still good. I still got half a cup. Your woman, let me tell you something. Your woman loves competition.
Right.
She does. She does. She loves competition. I got you. I told you I got you. I'm gonna get you right after this. Your woman loves competition. She do. If you let her talk to you long enough, she gonna lie. She gonna lie to you and say, right, I don't want you to have multiple women. I don't want you to. And if you're not in here, you're gonna go, okay. And you're gonna be in secret having your multiple women. Or you just not gonna have your multiple women. And she'll lose love for you, Ark. You notice how you say respect? She'll lose love for you, Ark. She'll lose love for you. She'll lose respect and love. She won't even want to be around you no more, Ark. If you allow her to tell you you can't have multiple women, she'll lose love and respect for you. If you know she just came from being with Future, and you and the world knows what Future does with women, and you rent out an aquarium for this broad, that was ending. It was going to end. It was going to end. Future ain't never run a damn aquarium out for him. And if he did, he made her go by herself. We being honest, so we being honest, Hakeem. Like, come on, man. Come on. He get Ayash. Let me get Ayash. Good.
Con. Technically, sir, she broke it off with him because she's not gonna say it outright, but she wasn't done being a whore yet. And that's what it really boiled down to.
Which is what she told Michael
he was
Jordan,
trying to keep
the moving too fast thing.
Because he was trying to keep her from being a whore, which is why he was trying to do the chivalry thing and rent out the aquarium and everything. But she was like, nah. I thought you
talking about Future, Salaki. You talking about Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
I know that.
She was trying to tell him, like, hold up, nah, that's all cute and everything, but she wasn't done doing what she was doing.
I know.
She basically told him in an article.
If I could, didn't she go on a show.
She went on the show, but she also
And
said in the
said-
article
Uh-huh.
and said, "I'm not done living yet."
That she
Quote
said that on the
unquote.
show.
That basically was saying
Mhm.
she was not done sleeping around the industry yet to settle down.
And
with
would you like to know what that actually means?
Come.
She's not done being a graveyard yet.
right.
That's all. She's not done having other men, having a lot of men's kids shot into her,
Right.
and nothing happening with the sperm or getting an abortion. She's not done having a lot of fun, Ak. A lot of fun. That's fun to her, Ak. That's fun. When he got her, Ak, when Future, let me tell you something, Ak. When they broke up, no other celebrity should have gotten with her. That would have been
Right.
brotherhood towards Future.
Right.
No other celebrity should have gotten with that nasty thing. You understand? It should have never happened. I'm not sure if he broke up with her or she broke up, but nobody should have gotten with her. You understand?
Right.
Because by that point, anyway, I think she had a record of getting around.
Right.
She got other celebrities under her belt. And that's a disgusting term to even use. She got celebrities under her belt. Good night. She got other celebrities under her belt. And Future was like the one that had her, according to public, what was public, had her hooked. You understand? He still had his other women, and then he had her, and this, that, and the third, and they broke up, and she went and got with Michael B. Jordan because he was going to rent out the aquarium. And she was like, yeah, that's what I need, a guy that's going to rent out the aquarium. And then what happened? Reality kicked in. You really want to spend every waking moment with me? You really going to allow me to tell you you can't have multiple women? Future had multiple women. Why you ain't got multiple women? You really treating me like I'm not a slut? Why would you do that? Don't you know?
Right.
It kicked that's how her brain worked out. And then when he proposed, it was fun. Having sex with him and being with somebody that got that much status and money and power.
Right.
He was on GQ's Man of the Year like 2 years ago or something like that. Oh, it was just wonderful. It's wonderful. Propose, be locked in with you for life. Gotta have some fun first. She'll spin the block. You know who else did that? J-Lo. J-Lo made Alex Rodriguez chase her for years.
Right.
His entire baseball career, he chased Jennifer Lopez.
Right.
Oh, brothers. He chased his whole baseball career, which is about 2 decades almost. Am I correct? About 2 decades. He finally, right after he retired, he got J-Lo, they got married, and then they divorced almost immediately.
Like I said, if I could, to that point, when Alex Rodriguez did the flip the switch challenge and put the dress on,
That was it right there.
that was over.
That was it right
over
there.
after that.
That was it right there. She said, "Oh, you the G and LGBT." oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. And she left after she convinced him to do it. Do you get the theme here? I'm going to ask you to do something that if you're a man, you'll tell me no. If you're a man, you'll tell me no. Michael B. Jordan, if I tell you can't have multiple women, you should tell me no. That's what Lori Harvey said. J-Lo said, hey, Alex Rodriguez, we're going to switch clothes in the mirror. You're going to dress like a girl, and I'm going to dress like a boy. And if you're a man, you should say no. He ain't say no. He didn't say no. You understand? He didn't at all. Megan Thee Stallion said, Tory Lanez, I'm going to throw this box at you. But I already been around the industry. So if you're a man, you would say no. He didn't say no. And you see the outcome of all of that. Michael B. Jordan had to go on a public heartbreak tour. And I feel for the brother. I feel for him. Everywhere he went, they asking him, how's everything after the breakup? And it's like, good night. Your brother can't catch a goddamn break. Good night. Just asking him, how you doing? Feeling bad. While she's running around doing happy interviews. She's having fun. His head broke. He's psychologically broke. And she's having fun in her interviews. Oh, I just wanted to have some more fun, you know. These are the people that you look up to. These are the people that when they do things like have sex with a lot of men and then leave them, you go, I can't call her a whore. I just can't. It's J-Lo. I just can't do it. It's Jennifer Lopez. I can't do it. It's Lori Harvey. It's Megan Thee Stallion. How could you call them a whore? Beautiful black queen. How could you call them a whore? You can't call Tory Lanez stupid for how the whole thing went down. You can't call him stupid. Have you heard all of his Chicks tapes? Have you heard his latest album? You can't call him stupid. He can't be stupid for being in an interaction. Alex Rodriguez can't be stupid for chasing her for 2 decades. He's A-Rod. Go Yankees. Stop worshiping celebrities. Stop. If you would just stop worshiping celebrities, you'll see them as the person you see your cousin as. When your cousin chased that girl for 3 weeks, you clowned him. 3 weeks. You gave A-Rod 2 decades. You told him, hey, man, look, you chasing her. You think she ain't getting down over there. You know where she live, right? You know them cats that live on the corner, right? They probably piping her. Leave her alone, man. You chasing this shit, and once you leave that alone, you clowned your cousin after 3 weeks of chasing the girl. A-Rod could chase her for 2 decades, and you just, oh, man, it's A-Rod. It's A-Rod. Stop putting celebrities up here and putting yourself down here. There's somebody who can swing a bat accurately on a ball. Big deal. Big deal. Huh? What does that do in war? What does Steph Curry's 3-point shot do in war? Everybody likes to talk about how we're in a new age and war is not necessary no more. And then you watch Russia and Ukraine. At the same time, you'll watch Russia and Ukraine and go, it's so sad. This is why would Russia do that to Ukraine? And then you'll just act like war should never happen. Huh? War will happen again on Earth. Huh? World War III is going to come. And I wonder what Steph Curry's 3-point shot going to do when war comes out. I wonder if he could 3-point shot the army away. Huh? If he could do that, you know, he get a pass from me. If he could 3-point shot half of Esau army away. But he can't. You understand? He can't. Alex Rodriguez can't take the bat and bat half of Esau army away. Gunner can't grab a mic and start singing and rapping. And Esau, you go, you know what? We was wrong. We're not going to fight. It's not real. You understand? They are regular people who honed a particular skill. They are nothing more than glorified plumbers. Huh? They're glorified plumbers. Huh? A plumber learned how the ins and outs of your pipes and toilets and everything in your house that got to do with water. He honed that skill. Steph Curry honed a 3-point shot, and the oppressor just chose to pay him more. That's it. That's it. Huh? If you would look at your plumber and go, yo, man, you bugging for doing that, then you should look at Steph Curry and say, hey, yo, man, you bugging for doing that. Right. You should. Why don't we? Because we really, really, really want to be Steph Curry, and we would hate to be Jerome the plumber. We would hate to be Jerome the plumber because you know you've been a slave this entire time. And you are looking for what little relief you can get, but you'll never have relief outside of the I.S.U.P.K. Right. You'll never have relief. You will always be the man trying to be Steph Curry. You're always going to try to be Gunner. So you're going to say, no, Gunner didn't snitch. No, Curry got control of his household. Don't get me started on him and his household. Don't get me started on. His wife is, they used to look at her like she was wholesome. She was, she's so pretty, so gorgeous. Look at their kids. You don't hear nothing about her. She's unproblematic. Out of the blue, she started doing interviews. Men don't look at me. Damn. Just when we thought you was worth something. Ain't you married? Why are you worried about who's looking at you? Stop idolizing these people. You won't be disappointed in these people. It'll be easy to understand. Gunner's a snitch. Yeah, that's. Remind me of the time my cousin, yeah, old boy from down there. Remember when the paperwork dropped about him? Yeah, his paperwork ain't nothing different. Gunner paperwork not different from the man over there on 117. Right. You understand that, right?
Right.
Same paperwork, different name in it.
Right.
You hold Gunner up here because he raps and he sings. And he's not even that good at it. Somebody give me Exodus 18 and 21.
18 to 21, come on.
Somebody get it good.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 18, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth.
If you want someone to look up to, you should provide able men. Right. But you know what it takes to provide able men? Is to be an able man who raises an able man.
Right.
That's what it takes to have able men. You want able men, you have to be Commander General YAHANNA.
Right.
You want able men to exist on earth, you have to be a man in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
You have to be willing to sacrifice your little pleasures you thought you had. You just love smoking weed so much. Oh, I love 2K so much. Oh, I love these damn Jordans so much. You have to be willing to sacrifice that. I'm not saying you can't play 2K. You can't smoke weed. I'm not saying you can't play 2K out. But you have to prioritize in your life warfare for your nation.
Right.
To have able men who are going to be able to create the life that you want for your children. You have to lay a foundation and have people coming up after you who will continue what you laid down.
Right.
That's what your oppressor did. He instituted slavery and said, look, keep them as slaves if you want America to flourish. And then a generation came up that said, ooh, they crying out for freedom. I got an idea. Give them physical freedom. Shackle everything else. Your oppressor made sure to raise children who knew exactly what to do with you. You're raising children to celebrate Christmas. Are you serious? We'll be stuck here forever if we're celebrating Christmas. We'll be stuck here forever. Or you could have able men rule. If you would like that, there's only one place you can be. Only one place you can be. Somebody give me James 2 and 1. It's going to be the last scripture I'll pull.
Come.
I got another good one. I might blitz through it. I gotta get that up.
James 21.
This is James chapter 2, verse 1. My brethren, have not the faith of the Most High, of the Lord, Yahushua Christ, the Lord of glory, with respect of persons.
Don't have the faith of Jesus Christ. Don't have the faith of the faith of Yahushua with respect of persons. Don't say I believe in God. I want black people to be saved. I'm pro-black. In respect of persons, them purple homos they went downtown. They went downtown Brooklyn, outside the Barclays Center, and just showed Kyrie how much they love him out.
Right.
Oh, we love you, brother. We love you. We love you, brother. Showed them how much they love him out. With respect of persons, because they're also on camera saying that if you got a warrant, they telling on you.
Right.
I mean, that's one hell of a respect of persons. That's one hell of a respect of persons. Galvanize the whole army to march on Barclays Center for Kyrie Irving. But if you got a warrant, if you walk past Barclays Center and you have a warrant, I'm telling on you. That's one hell of a respect of persons. That's a man that cares about certain black people. You Jerome the plumber. We tell on Jerome the plumber. Kyrie Irving, we give him a pass. Give him a pass. We take the whole army to Barclays. You understand? For Kyrie, take the whole goddamn army down there. Read on. Done you.
Verse 2.
Now I had something to add on to that. If we can touch on it before we finish class.
Mhm.
I don't know if we was talking about Nasty Nate and him lying. Not only was he lying, he was lying. I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't. So you'll have to enlighten me.
If we could, sir, I'm asking. Salaka.
I would have to. You have to find out about what else he's lying about now. I would have to. Hold on. Let him go with the scripture. Let him go with the scripture. I got you. Y'all can tell me at the end. I got you.
Verse 2. For if there come unto your assembly a man with a gold ring and goodly apparel, and there come in also a poor man in vile raiment.
If a man come, he got a gold ring on. If a man got a gold ring on and good apparel, we rock brothers, Gucci, Louis, Prada, Saint Laurent, all the expensive stuff that half the time is very ugly. Balenciagas on your feet. But I just saw some brother, some rich brother said he finally got rich. He said, first thing I want to do is buy some Balenciagas. He picked up a pair of Balenciagas and had to make a damn Instagram video. He said, what the hell is this, man? He picked it up and threw it on the damn ground. He said these damn banana boats look like a tire. And they look like a tire. Huh? Like the tire you put on your goddamn car. And people are walking downtown Manhattan right now with them on. And brothers who sell drugs in the projects walking around right now with them Balenciagas on, with tires on their feet up. $1,200 for Balenciagas so you can walk when you could put that on your car. Salakia. Go ahead, Hariala.
Verse 3. And ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing.
You respect him that wear that gay stuff. Him that wear that gay stuff. Right? You got respect under him. Yeah, hold your peace, Akim. Y'all got to be more disciplined. Be more disciplined. You got to have y'all have respect to him that got that gay clothing on. You understand? Now that's out YouTube. That's from the Bible, YouTube. That's from the Bible. That is the Bible. I'm just reading the verse out the Bible where it says in James 2:3, and ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing. That's just the Bible talking, YouTube. This is not hate speech at all. I ain't saying nothing about them. But the Bible does say there's people who don't respect the honest working man, but you respect somebody that come to you in Balenciaga. You respect him that got banana boat tires on his feet. Respect to him, but not respect to Jerome because, his Timbs got a little split in the side because he's been doing plumbing in them for 2.5 years. But they get the goddamn job done out.
Right.
They get the job done out. Hariala.
And say unto him, sit thou here in a good place.
We'll march on Barclays for you, man. For you, we're marching on Barclays. Right. That's what we're going to do. We're going to march on Barclays for you. We're going to make sure that you are in the spot you need to be in the media. We will not let them talk bad about you. And then Jerome walked by and he go, hey, don't you got a warrant? And Jerome got to run. Jerome got to run from Brooklyn. He got to run out of Brooklyn now. It's disgusting. Go ahead.
And say to the poor, stand thou there, or sit here under my footstool.
You stay. We don't gotta. Why we elevate you? You stay there. Well, matter of fact, let me put my foot on you. Let me rest my feet on your back. You understand? That's what telling on somebody that got a warrant is. I.S.U.P.K is against snitching.
Right.
We are against snitching.
Damn right.
You understand? Right. We are against snitching. If you do the crime, you do the time. A brother that got a warrant out, it is not your business. What's that? Come on. It is not your business. It's not your business to go call the cops and say, hey, y'all been looking for Jerome for 6 months, ain't it? Yeah, man, I ran into him. I think I know where he live at. That's none of your goddamn business. It's none of your business. Because last I checked, the Lord ain't have you killed for all the stuff you did. So you got a lot of nerve calling somebody on Jerome.
Right.
You got a lot of nerve calling your, what's the word? Not mortal. Your everlasting enemy on your brother. You got a lot of goddamn nerve. Right? You got a lot of goddamn nerve. Read on.
Verse 4. Are ye not then partial in yourselves and are become judges of evil thoughts?
Mm-hmm. Are you not then partial in yourselves and are become the judges of evil thoughts? Meaning, now you picking and choosing what you want to execute. You are no better than that Esau judge that is sitting up there. You're no better than that judge who was a descendant of a slave owner or a descendant of that race of slave owners sitting on top of that damn panel saying, you get 25, you get life, you get 7,
Right.
you get 13, you get 25 years probation, you get life probation. You are no different than that judge because you are partial. You are partial in the judgments you bring down. They gave R. Kelly, R. Kelly got about 40 some years right now with a whole nother federal trial going
Right.
on in Chicago. Whole nother federal trial. And he did all that stuff. I mean, the brother got to be in jail. I don't give
Right.
a damn how many trapped in the closets you make. You got to be in jail. However, when Ghislaine Maxwell was on trial for child sex trafficking, why wasn't the list of the celebrities who bought those children from her put out?
Wow.
She was on trial and ain't nobody knew nothing that happened with that trial. They said, oh man, we got a long list of celebrities that was having sex with children. Well, come on. R. Kelly stuff was all public. Everything with R. Kelly was public.
Right.
You know who he did something with, what he did, when he did it, where he was. You got people telling. You got all that going on. Well, this white lady got a child sex trafficking. And for y'all that don't know who Ghislaine Maxwell is, it's the woman who was in cahoots with Harvey Weinstein. She was here with him, and is now, because of all the stuff that came out, is believed that she was the brain,
Right.
and he was the front man. Put the list out. Everything else was public with R. Kelly. You said he did it. We said fine. If he did it, put him in jail. You said, oh, we got a list of celebrities about 40, 50, 60 long that was having with children on the island. Oh, yeah, put that list out. No, we ain't gonna put that. You're no better than that judge.
Right.
If you are treating someone better because they have more money or better clothes than another brother, you're no better than that judge that won't tell you who all these celebrities are who are sleeping with children. You're no better, and you got to be better. You have to be. You have to be. Somebody give me Isaiah 3:1, and Yash, go ahead.
We received a video clip of Nasty Nate. If you want me to play it, I'll show.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop with that damn name.
He's already set up, sir.
We already got it lined up for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you got it, Officer Perez.
Slug, sir.
Mhm.
That's a topic all within itself. So if you want to see it at the end,
because it's the end of class. Okay, maybe I should get into this. What is this about? What is this about? He's lying.
he's lying.
About
The interview, sir. If you could just
that?
play it,
It's
if you
like,
could,
hold on, it's like that. Play it. It's like that. Good night. Bring it back to the top. Let's make sure we can hear this.
Commit a crime, you're excommunicated immediately. People that have been put out have committed crimes, but that was once they were put out. Okay, that's what the SPLC has. They go, oh, a member of Israel United in Christ. There was something with a transvestite. That was once he was put out. Someone committed a crime in England. They said, oh, you Israelite in Christ. No, what are you talking about? That guy was put out. What are you talking about?
Pause.
But that's what they do.
Pause just real quick. Pause. Didn't they go on a press run saying that cat wasn't even in the school?
Right.
They did a whole damn press run saying neither one of those cats was active in the school at the time. And then he not just say members of. Go ahead.
Has anybody in Israelite in Christ committed any crimes against anybody?
No, sir. Our law or rules, if you do commit a crime, you're excommunicated immediately. People that have been put out have committed crimes, but that was once they were put out. Okay, that's what the SPLC has. They go, oh, a member of Israel United in Christ. There was something with a transvestite. That was once he was put out. Someone committed a crime in England. They said, oh, you Israel United in Christ. No, what are you talking about? That guy was put out. What are you talking about? But that's what they do.
He laughed at the transvestite getting murdered. I told
Getting unalived. Getting unalived.
Salaki.
They laughed at him getting unalived.
Got his ticket punched.
Listen, Aki. Right. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with cats like Nasty Nate. Here's the thing with that brother. When you are not inside of the actual army of Christ, things like that are bound to happen. You are bound to have members who are going to be inside of your school doing things with trannies. Right. And then getting mad and shooting them in the face. If I remember correctly, that's what happened. And then over there in England, they let an African in the school, right, and that African unalived a sister who was in the school, in their group, right?
Salaki, so if I may, after they did the deed, then he shot him. After when they had, yes, after
Really?
when they did the deed, then he shot him.
I was unaware of that. I was unaware of that part. That makes it worse. Listen, Aki. I mean, you have respect to them that wear the gay clothing. I mean, what do you want from me? What do you want from me, Aki? What do you want from me, man? And this is what you should expect from this type of crowd. You understand? You expect us from these brothers because these brothers refuse to come into the truth. You understand? These brothers refuse to come into the truth. This is what you should expect. You understand? He's not on a pedestal. That's your cousin, huh? That's your cousin. Lying. That's your cousin lying. Man, you lying. You know I ain't hit that blunt after that gay dude put it on his mouth. You looking at him like, I watched you. This is your cousin from the world. You understand? This is your cousin from the world. You lying, man. You know damn well I ain't do that. Come on, man. He ain't on no pedestal a lot. He's proving he's average. He's regular. Not a priest, not a prophet, but average. He's an average man who sent a bunch of men on a dummy mission to Barclays Center.
Right.
That's it. He's just an average brother who lied on camera. That's it. He's not on no pedestal. He's not on the pedestal at all. And it's a goddamn shame he up there getting caught in a lie like that. It's a goddamn shame. And if you brothers and sisters watching don't want to end up like Joyce, her name Joy or Joyce? Joy. You don't end up like Joy, and you don't want to, well, how can you call that a mistake? You had sex with it. Good night. If you don't want to end up like those two situations, you should probably come under command and general
That's
Damn right.
So you should probably do. It's just a suggestion. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. It's just a suggestion. Do whatever the hell you want, right? With that being said, keep Megan Thee Stallion away from your daughters. You should probably keep Tory Lanez away from your sons.
right.
And you should really do this. You should really, really do this if you are not inside the I.S.U.P.K. And if you are a man who just says, I don't want my daughter to be a whore and I don't want my son to have sex with whores and then get convicted in court of something he allegedly didn't do, then you should join the I.S.U.P.K. so you can be the hero. He'll never look at Tory Lanez like anything but a rapper. You understand?
Right.
Tory Lanez will always be a rapper to your son because you will be his father, who is a priest and prophet of the Lord inside the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
Megan Thee Stallion will be a rapper. She'll be a rapper and a twerk artist to your daughter. Nothing to look up to. If you are a priest and prophet in I.S.U.P.K., you'll be the hero on the wall. She won't buy Megan Thee Stallion posters. You understand? She won't buy it. With that being said, we got the security announcements. If not, I'll just wrap it up. Man, got them somewhere back there. Oh, Slack, hold off on those for 2 seconds. I need my scripture that I asked for. Isaiah 3:1. I don't get to pull this too often. I like this scripture. Bob Bashar, give me 5 minutes. Somebody give me Isaiah 3:1. Isaiah 3:1.
Come.
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, the Lord, the Most High of hosts, doth take away Jerusalem, and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water.
That's the Most High taking away your money. All your money, all your bread. That's how you know it's written by black people, for black people, by Hispanics, for Hispanics, by Native Indians, for Native Indians. Right. This is how you know, because he said, I'm going to take your bread and your water. You understand? Right. Until you bread, that's my bread and my butter, man. You can't take that from me. That's what you need to live. Right. He's going to take your money. Go ahead.
Verse 2. The mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet and the prudent and the ancient.
I'm going to take the mighty man away. I'm going to take the mighty man away from you. The father that's telling Tory Lanez, God wins all the battles over there on the goddamn television. So about God win all battles and all that. The mighty man that he should have been to raise Tory Lanez, God took that away from us because we didn't want to serve God. We wanted Christmas. We wanted New Year's. Today is still January 1st, 2023. And all of you have broken that resolution. Every last one of you liars are going to break it by the end of January.
Right.
You're going to break it. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. Because someone who is an honest man or an honest woman does not wait until a certain day to be honest.
Right.
You're going to do something, go do it. You understand? You're going to do something, do it. You don't say, I am definitely going to be a drunk until January 1st. You don't say that because that's not what honest people do. You're a liar. And you're going to lie, and it'll run out maybe January. By January, you'll all be drunks and you'll be drunks and drug addicts again and whores. Yeah, that's your resolution. Now. Yeah. You made a resolve. It's going to run out real quick. It's going to run out real quick. Your resolve it's finite. It runs out. The man of war. We took out the man of war. The judge, the prophet, the prudent, the ancient. If Tory Lanez, if he didn't take the judge from us out, Tory Lanez would have been able to judge. Shouldn't have put my rod in her. When she started coming on to Tory, like, hey, Tory, then wasn't G-Eazy on your No, he would have judged appropriately. He took the prudent from us. He would have been wise and said, no, you've been around. What do I gain from being with you? I have money. I have status. I have power. I can get any woman I want. Why would I be with you who have been around? That's a common misconception. Let me say that real quick for women. Y'all think we give a damn about the money you bring into the table. Don't come to me broke. But yes, money is less important than the woman you actually are.
Right.
Do you understand that? You can go be a millionaire.
Right.
Go be a goddamn millionaire. If you are a terrible woman, you don't watch. Let me tell you something. Y'all got a woman. Y'all thinking about getting a woman. She ain't got no kids. Say she watching her nieces and her nephews. What them kids doing in there? You texting her? You on the phone with her son? I don't know. They just running around. They could hurt themselves. You know that, right? They could get into something they ain't supposed to get into. You know that, right? You should probably be checking in on them from time to time. Your answer should never be, I don't know what the hell the kids are doing. You understand that, right? You understand that? You probably should vet her. You should probably vet her. You like, hey man, go watch them goddamn kids, man. But the Lord took the prudent away from us.
Right.
So we don't look to see what type of woman she is. We look and see how fat her behind is in the leggings.
Right.
Right.
How fat, Megan Thee Stallion is, she has the body of a black woman. She has the body of a black woman. That's what she has. The body of a black woman. And Tory saw that and said, good night. Good night. And he shut off everything that was telling him no. Everything that was telling him no, he said, nah, you fall back. You fall back. Brain. Fall back, brain. Fall back, wise thoughts. Fall back. I'm going to go get this thing that's thick. Her nickname is the Stallion. I'm going to go climb the tree. You understand?
Right.
Your brother, he about 5'4". Megan about 6'2". He said, I'm about to go climb that goddamn tree. He said, I'm about to go climb that goddamn tree. And ain't a thought in the world going to stop me. You understand? There's no thought in the world that's going to stop me from climbing that tree up because the Lord took the prudent out of our nation.
Right.
He took wise men away when he would have been texting his man like, yo, I'm talking to Megan. His man would have been like, he'd have got on him if his man was wise. Am I telling a lie? There's no wise men amongst Israel except in I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
Everything that the Lord wants to be in this earth is in the I.S.U.P.K, which is why we bring brothers and sisters into the I.S.U.P.K, which is why we showcase the I.S.U.P.K on the corner, and we have the word of the Lord in our hand, changing the lives of people, because everything you actually want as a nation, everything that you'd be like, damn, how'd I end up in jail? How'd I end up convicted if I didn't, according to him, I didn't shoot the gun? How I end up convicted? Everything, every problem in your life, the fix is on the corner every Saturday. There's a fix on the corner. Wherever there's an I.S.U.P.K camp at, that's your fix, huh?
Right.
If it had been like, let me tell you something. When Bobby Brown walked past the D.C. camp and dropped that knot in the bucket, celebrities have come across us before. He sat there and listened, walked off, dropped the water cash in the bucket, kept it pushing. If he would have said, how do I get off crack? He'd have got the solution.
Right.
He would have got it. Right there on that corner, he would have got it.
Right.
You understand that? Tory Lanez just picked up the phone and said, I know I'm not in the school. I'm not in whatever y'all are part of or whatever this is. I'm about to go do this with this woman. Why the hell would you do that? I seen a picture online with her laid up with a white man. So I know you seen the goddamn picture. Don't do that, Doc. Don't do that. He'd have had a brother to tell him hell no. You understand? He'd have had a brother that told him hell no. I mean, he just, he wanted to sleep with Megan. You sisters need to become better women. You brothers need to become better judges of character. And yes, you should go make a ton of money. Go make a ton of money so he could stay up with me all night shooting dice and playing Call of Duty. Go make a ton of money so he can do that. Go make a ton of money so we go to camp on Saturday, play a bunch of Call of Duty, drink a bunch of liquor, and shoot a bunch of dice. You should absolutely make a bunch of money so that right after camp, he ain't got to rush off to work. You should absolutely do that. But what's more important than that is the fact that he knows he don't got to worry about where your feet are going. He does not have to worry about where the hell is she? Because she at work. She at the supermarket. She at home taking care of the children. She at her mother's house taking care of her mother. You don't got to worry about what club her feet are in. You don't got to worry about what guy's house her feet are in. That's more important than your money. That's where it's way more important. And them brothers are they ruining the game like the world would say. Y'all over there putting salt in the wound, man. Because Megan should have been an outcast. Women that sleep around should never get another husband. You understand that?
Right.
You should never get a husband. Because you were disloyal to that one. What makes anybody think you'd be loyal to this one?
Right.
Read on. Third verse.
It's like it. Verse 3. The captain of 50 and the honorable men and the counselor and the cunning artificer and the eloquent orator.
The eloquent orator. You lost your men of your captains of 50, your officers of 50. You lost them. You lost your men that could navigate a situation. So now you are a brother in another man's land having to hire a lawyer. Because you're not in your land with your wise men. You understand that? You lost that. You lost it. And if you want it back, I'll read on.
Verse 4. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them.
Go ahead, read on.
Verse 5. And the people shall be oppressed, everyone by another, and everyone by his neighbor.
Tory Lanez, like when he slept, let me tell you something. Who was the third guy that Megan slept with? I cannot remember. I know it's Ben Simmons, Tory Lanez, and some other one that her and her best friend both slept with. All three of those brothers was being unbrotherly to another. All three of them.
Right.
The first one knocked him down, and then Ben Simmons caught a hold of him, and Ben Simmons knocked him down. Ben Simmons was being unbrotherly to those other two, to that other cat. He was being unbrotherly to that other cat. They left Ben Simmons, or whatever happened with him, Ben Simmons. Tory Lanez slept with them. Tory Lanez was being unbrotherly to Ben Simmons. You understand that? When he has sex with you, women, when he has sex with you, you belong to him now.
Right.
There's no breaking up.
Damn right.
There's no breaking up. And you brothers, when she has sex with somebody, stop waiting for the rebound. Stop. That's disgusting. Waiting for the rebound. He done shot the club up every goddamn night. Look, come on. Like, are you serious? You went behind that willingly. You wasn't tricked. You ain't no damn. I ain't know she was the town hoe. You know she's the town hoe. You just waiting for your chance. Read on.
The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable.
Read on.
Verse 6. When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, Thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler.
Be what?
Our ruler.
Be our ruler, man. Be our ruler because you have Balenciaga. Be our ruler because you have Balenciaga. Be our ruler. That's why you're disappointed in Gunna. Read that scripture again, huh?
Verse 6. When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father.
Your brother, you looking at Gunna like, oh, none of us have daddies. Grab Gunna, go ahead.
Saying, Thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler.
There's one thing that man is known for, and you can look this up throughout the internet. He probably never wears the same outfit twice, and all of his outfits are thousands of dollars expensive.
Right.
Tight clothes, leather clothes, loose clothes, whatever the hell he decides. It's ridiculous. I'm being so serious. It's ridiculous. Go look it up. Go look it the hell up. It's ridiculous. If there's one thing that man has is 1,000 closets that's this big full of clothes. You grab him and say, what's that? Saint Laurent? Be our ruler.
Right.
So when your ruler snitches, it breaks your heart.
Right.
You can't take it. You can't take it. Imagine a leader of your gang. You in a gang in the world. Imagine a leader of your gang snitching. No. Not Mecca. No. 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 Not Twiggy. No. Oh. Twiggy snitched. I would have never thought that murdering, robbing, gang banging brother of mine would snitch. I'd have never thought he'd snitch. Twiggy snitches out. Gunner snitches. The rest of those, I said 100 because I couldn't verify the number, but the number that was reported to me was 300 people are waiting to testify against Young Thug. I damn near feel bad for him. I damn near feel bad for him for associating with so many suckers. If you're gonna be in the streets, live by that dumbass code, Salakia. Right. You gonna run in them damn streets, you wanna think you a gangster and you a thug and you a gang banger and you gonna tote guns and sell drugs and kill people's aunties with overdoses and kill people's mothers, fathers, and uncles and ruin children's lives so they grow up with no parents. You gonna live that life? Live it to the damn fullest. When it's time for you to get killed, go get killed. When it's time for you to go to jail, go to jail. Do you understand that?
Right.
If you don't want that life, then don't live that life. However, Gunner lives that life and he feels like he has the right to take a plea deal.
Right.
He has the right to take a plea deal. Those 300 people think they have a right to live that life and take a plea deal. You don't have that right. That is the right the oppressor gave to you out. And best believe, because none of them are going to stop living their lives. They're all going to go back to selling weed, selling crack, toting guns. They're all going to go do that. Your day in court will come. And the people who you thought would never snitch on you are going to snitch on you. Because the streets has no loyalty. And the code of the streets is garbage. But if you want to live by that street code, live by it to the end. At least have some damn pride about it. At least have some damn pride about it. You're going to run in the damn streets and go to court. Don't start snitching. Don't start snitching. Look the judge in his face and take your 38 years. You committed crimes. You understand? Now, of course, nobody in I.S.U.P.K will ever snitch on you or anybody else. Never. In a million years, never. However, if that's the life you want to live, abide by it.
Right.
Or you could admit that black people are not meant to be gangsters.
Right.
You could admit you're not Italian.
Right.
Your rap name having Capone in it doesn't make you Italian.
Right.
You saying I'm with the mob because you chose to call your group of brothers the mob does not make you the mob.
Right.
You're not the mob. You could choose to live a better life that does not come with 80 years from a judge. You could choose that. But if you choose the streets, then please, by all means, at least have some pride about it and take what comes with it. When you're in front of that judge, don't fold now and say, I would like to speak with the prosecutor about a goddamn plea deal. Don't do that. Don't do that. All that murdering you doing, when that man you killed in the streets, he did it till his death. You should do it till your death too.
Right.
Or you should do it until you go to jail too. Or you could change your life. But don't be a snitch out. Don't be a snitch. And everybody that's listening, don't idolize any of these celebrities. They all snitches. They all whores. They are your cousins. They're your family members. They're your friends from the world. So everything you look at them and go, Cousin Randy is snitch, man. It's my cousin. I love him, but I could be a snitch, man. That's Gunner. That's the other 300. You understand? Quickly.
Real quick, sir.
Now, Charleston White, people talk a lot of smack about him, for being what he chooses to be. However,
A civilian.
he does says real stuff from a lot more often than
I just want to clarify. I want to clarify what you're saying. He's a civilian. You say choosing what he
Right.
chooses to be, because let me tell you where that just came from you. People call him a snitch, but he is not a street. He does not do crime. As far as my understanding, he does not go out and sell drugs and tow guns and stuff like that. But if you threaten him or something like that, he'll call the cops. Am I correct?
Con.
I've seen a couple clips. I've seen a couple clips of him. I know he sat down with Vlad, right? I've seen a couple clips. He's a civilian.
Right.
Right? He's a civilian. He's a sinner, but he's a civilian.
Right.
Regular job, or maybe getting internet money now, whatever. But regular job, regular family, regular person. You understand?
Right.
If he's not robbing, shooting, killing, selling drugs, and you're threatening his life, how is that him snitching on you?
Right.
I'm confused. How is that him snitching? Kashaka, how is that him snitching on you? If he goes to work and be a plumber and comes home and you say, I'm gonna kill you, because how is that him snitching? Go ahead, Ayash.
Now, he speaks on the community and he says a lot of stuff that is not really questionable, because a lot of these people that glorify hip hop and glorify shooting and killing, and he speaks on as an advocate for those families.
Those are the clips I've seen. He's like, yeah. He talk real funny. Yeah. You should go to jail. Yeah. Go to jail.
However, he's not wrong in what he's saying, because I really looked into what he's talking about, and it's like a lot of people who glorify what King Von did and what Bootsy did and stuff like that. He speaks for the families that, well, Bootsy killed people.
They all killed. Yeah. What about the people?
Right.
What about the people who these brothers allegedly killed?
Right. And he said it on his
Boosie's
own.
alive.
On
So
his
I'm
own
going to
people.
use allegedly. What about those people that these brothers allegedly unalived?
Right.
They allegedly harmed. I understand his position to that extent and all of that. I don't know everything about him. I'm not supporting no Charleston White. The I.S.U.P.K, I do not support no Charleston White.
Right.
What I'm saying is, to your point, which is what I was just saying, if you choose to live that life, don't complain about what come with it. You love King Von music. That's nice. He gets shot in his neck. You should expect that. Why are you expecting something else to happen? Why are you expecting him to not get shot in his neck? That makes zero sense. He says, I'll kill you. And his music says, when you K me, my God's gonna ride for me. Meaning, I know I'm going to get K'd. He knows it. Why are you shocked when it happens? He's not shocked. Because these are your fathers. These are your gods. You put them on such a pedestal and you believe they're great because they have money. Because they have money and you're poor in the hood. So you believe they're great. Anybody with money, because you're poor in the hood, just has to be great. Oh, they must be so great. He has money. It's disgusting, huh? It's disgusting. Meek Mill coming to Philly to pass out turkeys on Thanksgiving is disgusting. Huh? It's disgusting.
Right.
It's the nastiest thing in the world, because you have money, so you feel like we should overlook the fact that you're celebrating Thanksgiving. No. You're passing turkeys out. No. You understand?
Slack you if I may.
Go ahead.
And that's what the stuff that he speaks on as well. He might be a Jenkins in the world, but sometimes he do say stuff that shows he's a Judite in a sense.
Well,
because
I mean, you can see
he's still lost in the world.
Hey, I'm going to help you with your angle on how you should look at him. He's a civilian.
Right.
He's a man in the world who says, if you live the street life, you should take street consequences.
Right.
That's what I just said. So that's how you should look at him. That's it. I don't want you to put him on a pedestal either.
Exactly.
I don't want you to put him on a pedestal either, because the minute he commits a crime and he goes to jail, everybody will be like, oh my God, Charleston White, what happened? Brother, I'm telling you right, hold on. I'm telling you right now. If they're not in these classes, in these rooms, in these camps, this Passover, these Purims, these Hanukkahs, when they go to court for crimes and get convicted, why are you surprised? You understand? He's a civilian who says you live the street life, take the street consequences. That is 100% true. You're going to live that life. You're going to front that judge. Don't start telling them what other people did. The judge ain't asked you what somebody else did.
Right.
If the prosecutor do ask you what somebody else did, I don't know what they did. I know what I did.
Right.
You understand? Obviously, they don't have no evidence on him. They don't have no proof this man did nothing. So you're going to run your mouth. So instead of getting 10, you get 4. No. Take your 10. Take your 10. And maybe that brother who they did not get enough evidence on, maybe he'll get out and realize I was being an idiot this whole time. I should stop doing this stuff.
Right.
Stop snitching on people. Stop telling. You understand?
Right.
Stop telling crimes to the oppressor that somebody else did when they asking you about what you did. You understand?
Right.
I won't tell you what I did unless I get a plea deal, and I'll throw in some stuff for what he did. Mind your business.
Con.
As a black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, and our women, because we in the prison system too, y'all chicks be trying to be hard as hell. Salagi. Let's stop being criminals. All right. We're not the mob. We're not the mafia. Your gangs are garbage. You don't get away with crimes. Like, come on, man.
Right.
You know. In Philadelphia, these brothers get away with so many murders just to get murdered in the street themselves.
Right.
So you're not getting away with murder because the Lord is catching you. You understand?
Right.
So just stop. You're not a mob member, not a mafia member. You're none of that. You understand? And you're none of it. With that being said, I'm gonna pass the class over to preaching officer Hariyala.
Clap it up for the class. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you to the Treasury Department or teacher, priest fund, free will offering, or priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Up and coming holy convocations.
That's Purim. Purim is sometime in early February. So we got Purim coming up. It'll be here at HQ. Jersey be coming to HQ. Of course, New York will be in the house. Yonkers, Brooklyn, Bronx, all that would be up in here. Passover, man. Passover is coming up April 1st. Pay your $200 per person. For anybody above 17 years old, pay your $200 per person if you are above 17 years old. Let me see. Book your flights. Your camp leader should have passed out. Book your stays already. That should have already been passed out to everybody. Book your stays, book your flights. If you want to have your own transportation, or get you whatever, get your transportation ready. Feast from Unleavened Bread to be down there. That's all the stuff that's coming up immediately. Make sure you pay that $200. Make sure you don't have to pay for it now, but make sure you book those flights and book those rooms. Those rooms is probably damn near gone by now. Book those flights and whatever room is left, book it. Right? Every year, brothers be last minute and stuff. And now you all the way in the boondocks when everybody else is in these 4 hotels. Book those rooms, book those flights. You brothers are going to drive, book those vehicles.
If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, scarf. And with that, we will give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, imagine what means to stand.